Hey class, it's Miss Duncan here. I just wanted to go over homework for lesson 2.7. Today we started talking about line plots, but I'm out tomorrow. We have a sub, and we won't be learning more about line plots until Wednesday or Thursday because we have our test on Wednesday. So I want to go over it now so that you can get it done on your homework and so that you'll be able to answer the questions correctly that might be on the test about line plots. So here I drew kind of like what your homework has. So it says use and make line plots. So here is just a normal chart telling me data. So it's telling me how many shirts were sold at each price. I have my prices listed with dollar signs, and then I have the amount sold at each price. Over here I have my blank plot. This is going to be my line plot. So the numbers at the bottom represent the amount of money spent on a shirt. Before it even gets to a question, it says use the data in the table to make a line plot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly what it says. I'm going to use the data in the table and I'm going to make a line plot. So here's how I do it. $11 had one shirt sold. So here in X equals one shirt. $12, four shirts. 4 shirts were sold at $12. That means 4 people paid $12 for a shirt. So I'm going to do my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. $13. 6 shirts were sold for $13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $14. 4 shirts were sold for $14. 1, 2, 3, 4. 15. No shirts were sold for $15. So I'm not going to do anything because 1X represents 1 shirt. 16. 2 shirts were sold for $16. Now I have all that data from the table in my line plot. Remember, this is a line plot. I'll write it up here. Line plot in cursive. Number 1 says how many shirts were sold for $12. So I'm going to look at $12. Each X represents 1 shirt. So I'm going to count my X's. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shirts were sold for $12. Number 2, how many shirts were sold for $13 or more? So I'm going to model my thinking. $13 or more. So I'm going to find 13. $13 or more. Or more means greater. So I'm going to look at the numbers that go greater than 13. Let me reread my question. My question says, how many shirts were sold for $13 or more? So here's $13 or more. I'm not including these because these are less. $11 and $12 is less than $13. So now I'm going to do addition. But really, I'm just going to count because I think that is easy to do when we have these X's. So one way I could do it, I could count for my line plot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I get the answer 12. I could double check my work over here. 13 and higher. 6 plus 4, ooh, I know that those are special numbers. 6 and 4 I know makes 10. Plus 0 is still 10. Plus 2 is 12. So it checks out both ways. So 12 shirts were sold for $13 or more. Number 3 is saying use the line plot above for questions 3 and 4. Were more shirts sold for less than $13 or more than $13? So were more shirts sold for less than $13 or more than $13? So I'm going to erase my circles I had there so we can look at it a different way. So it's saying less than $13 or more than $13. Notice 13 is being excluded. It's not being used when we're doing this. I'm going to pull y'all closer. There we go. All right, so 13 is being excluded, less than $13. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Less than $13 is 5 shirts. Now let's count for more than $13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More than $13 is 6. So we need to decide how to compare them. So it says were more shirts sold for less than $13 or more than $13. So my answer is going to be more than $13, right? Because I know that 6 is greater than 5. How I'm going to explain my answer is I'm going to explain it. I'm going to show 5 and 6 and the comparison between them, which is that 5 is less than 6. The next question says, is there any price for which there are no data? So think about data is what we're collecting. Is there a price that there is no data for? So I'm noticing that nothing is here. So I'm going to respond yes. There is a price that has no data. You need to tell me which one has no data and how you know. Okay. Number 5. Have students write and solve another problem using the data in the daily high temperatures line plot on page 128. So that one we're not going to do because y'all don't have page 128, unless I'm mistaken. Y'all do not have that page at home with y'all. So skip over number 5. Number 1, a lesson check. Pedro made a line plot to show the heights of the plants in his garden. How many plants are less than 3 inches tall? How many plants are less than 3 inches tall? So you need to look and count up how many plants are 1 inch tall and how many plants are 2 inches tall. Remember, it's less than 3 inches, not 3 inches and less. It says less than 3. So you're counting the number for 1 inch and 2 inch and adding those together. Then the next part of the homework is a spiral review. I'm not going to go over that part. I just wanted to touch on line plots today.